Hello everyone, so we just got our hands on the new...
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
Alrighty everyone, we just got our hand on the new system, the new progression system, which is the Genie system. Now I'm sure a lot of you are still confused of how this, system works. So today we're going to be going through it. We're going to explain literally every single thing that we can explain about it. And I'm sure after watching this video, you guys will be, pretty experienced with it. Before we get today's video, you guys know the drill. Make sure you hit that like button. And also subscribe. Second thing I want you guys to do, I want you to go to the game and then go to perks, and then you see something called creator code. Go there and put my code, which is S3DOX. This will support me as a creator. It will also give you something back, so it's a win-win, alright? Alright, let's not waste any more time and head straight into it. Okay, so it is important to remember that this Genie system, it doesn't unlock by itself. You have to do a little small mission, and after doing this small mission, you will have it unlocked. It's basically it's a, an introduction to this Genie system, but that's pretty much it. So once you craft this Genie thingy, the first thing you're gonna be meeting is this little first screen. So there's 3 buttons right here, and we're gonna go through every and each one of them. Okay, so the first one is the crafting one, and you need this synthesis region for it. Now the ways you can obtain it, there is 5 ways. There is the schedule event, recommended, gold store, and platinum store. For the sake of the video, we're gonna go and buy them with our precious gold. Oh no, you have no idea how much that took me to actually grind, but it's fine if it's just for you guys. Okay, now you gotta remember that you're gonna be needing some materials to use as consumables, because you won't only need the synthesis region, but you will also need materials. You can use those materials and you can pick which one you actually want to use, in case you want to save something else for another purpose. You also need to keep in mind that while crafting these genes, you have chances of getting between 2 to 4 stats of mutation, and the chances of getting 2 stats is 30%, while the chances of getting 3 stats is 30%, and the chance of getting 4 stats is 40%. What I would usually tell you to do as a beginner in this Genie system is to craft one active gene, 1 resistant gene, and 1 awakened gene, and as well as 1 superpower gene. Okay, now you gotta remember that they won't just manually get equipped, okay, auto equipped. No, you have to manually equip them. But before we head to that and show you how to equip them, I'm gonna show you how you can mutate 2 genes to get a better gene. Okay, so you can see on the right, the middle button, so-called genetic recombination, is what we're gonna go now and explain how it works. So how this genetic recombination work is basically you combine 2 genetics. So we have here active gene. We're gonna do a little test. You can see here that I have a green active gene. Okay, so we're gonna select that because we got it when we were trying to make a bunch of them. And remember that you can select if you want to keep one of the stats, to like 100% keep that stats. Okay, so it's like a guarantee one. So how this weapon modification work. If you don't watch my last video, I would really recommend you to watch my weapon modification, where I talk about getting better stats and everything. But how this one work is you're gonna combine 2 genetics to actually get an effect. Now remember that sometimes you might just end up losing rating as well as your things, but don't worry, you can still keep the original one, so you won't always lose, unless, well, it's a loss in the end because you end up losing some resources and everything, but you can always undo it and end up getting only the best stats. Now there is 9% chance that you will get 6 stats, there is 24% that you're going to get 5 stats, and there is 67% that you get 4 or below. Now how this thingy work is you're gonna combine 2 genes. Now the first gene and the second gene are going to be destroyed, meaning you will get a brand new gene. This is why having or saving that stats will be pretty good, and you can always choose to either retain the original stats or use the new stats. It just depends on what you think. Moving on to the last one. The last one is gonna be called Genie Transcription. Now, you might probably think that this is where you just have to equip your genes, but you are totally wrong, okay? Because there is something called Genie Synergy Not Met, which you can see on the right. Now, what this thingy mean is, if we click this little button right here, we're gonna see this list here, which means that there is 4 levels of synergy, okay? So how these synergy thingies work is, you know, for example, for level 1, you need to have at least 5 stats on 4 of those genes, and you're gonna be getting a level 1 bonus. So this is a little bonus that you can get, and not a lot of people are aware of it. They're just gonna be making, you know, trying to get better, but not actually understanding how they're getting buffs and stuff. So if you understand what you're working or you know, aiming towards, you're gonna be, you know, better.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better.
And you know, you can actually manipulate or use the Genie system however you want. But yeah, I recommend you to focus on this Genie system because it's pretty good. It's pretty important for all players, especially free-to-play players, because the Genie system is something that is fully accessible to free-to-play players. And if you don't, you know, monopolize it, if you don't use it, you're missing on a lot. Okay, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching the video, thank you guys for tuning in, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe, and with that being said, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.